Smoke buddies, smoke buddies, smoke buddies, smoke buddies.
Welcome to another episode of Smoke Buddy Smokecast, where our favorite cologne is loud. I'm your boy KT. Appreciate y'all pulling up on me today. Shout out to all the Smoke Buddians out there, man. Like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Tell a friend to tell a friend to come smoke with the Smoke Buddies, man. This is for educational purposes only. Do not do what I do. This is only tobacco. I'm a trained professional, man. What's good out there, man? Hope y'all feeling good today. Um, I'm gonna talk about that mental massage today, man. And I want to get out there and I want to do me some deep thinking and spark up some flame and relax. That fishing, man, that's the ultimate mental massage, man. Just sitting out there on the dock of the bay, cause I don't fuck with boats. I don't know how to swim. It ain't that serious to me. I'm fishing off the dock. I'm fishing off the dock. Call it what you want to call it, man. I believe in staying safe. I know y'all be telling motherfuckers to stay dangerous. I stay safe. You know what I'm saying? Today I got this, burnout mafia funeral, 1 gram infused pre-roll, infused department. You know how we do it, man. One thing I want to tell y'all too, if you new to the channel, I fuck with the infused because a lot of flour was letting me down over the years, and I wanted to get out of the habit of having to smoke so many blunts to get to where I need to be. So I stumbled up on the infused shit. Been hooked like a fish ever since. I ain't even gonna lie to you, man. It's the life of a functional stoner, man. Whenever I'm not going to punch the clock or doing the YouTube or making t-shirts and hoodies and shit, I do like to go fishing, man. That's where I get away from everything. You can sit out there on that water and just look at your life, and make adjustments. If you know what I mean, man. If you don't go out there and try it sometime, you can go solo or you can go with a friend. I started fishing when I was young. My pops Chuck, he used to take me different little spots. We used to go to Wisconsin, Lake Geneva, Wisconsin, or something, or another fishing spot he might have heard about. And we'd just, throw that joint out there and just fish. We never went on no boats or anything. Catch nice fish. But I always like telling the one story. We went to this one place, man, on the brochure, and it looked like the Beverly Hills of fishing spots, and we drove out there hour and a half, whatever. We get there, it was the nastiest place I ever seen, man. Like nasty. It was weeds everywhere. The water was dark green, and it was supposed to be a cabin slash go out there and go fishing. It was so terrible that we had to go somewhere else to go fishing. And that's where the bullshit came in. We didn't read the sign. We went in there with the bamboo poles, and we was catching all type of rainbow trout and shit. And we got done. Pops got up there. Dude rung that shit up. It was that $200, man. And this we talking back in man 90, 91 or something like that. That was $200 was a lot of motherfucking money. You know what I'm saying? Pops wasn't feeling that shit. My ass got to laughing. That nigga say, man, every time you get hungry, just thaw out some of that fish, man. We had so much rainbow trout. It took us down there a year to eat all that shit, man. So much fish, man. They cleaned it for him and everything, but Pops was mad as hell. We ain't really do too much fishing after that, but once I got older, I got to going on my own. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, man. I appreciate everybody out there for pulling up. Um, yeah, man, I just got to go into my own different little spots. So it was a place I live. They had some water not too far. I used to throw the pole out there. But basically, I fish for catfish. You know, you can have if you got you a fishing partner that's on the same shit you on, it's cool. But majority of the time, you probably need to make sure you take your own vehicle because you might want to leave early. That person might not be ready, or they might want to leave early and you not ready. You know what I'm saying? So always make sure you take your vehicle and take somebody that's patient if they're going for their first time. I took a few people that was impatient that just couldn't take it, couldn't keep their pole in the water no longer than 3 minutes, you know, scaring the fish and shit, you know, and not trusting the process. But it's all good though, man. But yeah, I usually go solo. Um, I got a decent amount of fishing tackle. You always you can't never have too much tackle. You know, fishing poles. I got an abundance of those motherfuckers. I be catching those on sale at Walmart. I bought a few nice ones. My 10-foot pole I bought from a fish shop. Um, Also, garage sales. You know, they be selling shit like that. Flea markets. You know, you can catch you some nice. So you can never have too many poles. You know, most of the place you go to, they got a limit. You only can throw two, three of them out there at a time. It is what it is, but it's always good to have multiple poles because I like to throw multiple baits out there. You know, I might have one hooked up with a treble hook for the, you know, the stank bait. I might have a shrimp on one. I might have a worm on one. You know, I might have the special shit. I've been seeing people using the steak or the chicken with the jello and all that shit. You know, I try anything. You know what I'm saying? Like you just want to see what the fish gonna hit. But I usually only fish for catfish. I'm trying to catch that catfish because I'm gonna bring that shit home. If I'm at somewhere like a lake and that water clean, I'm bringing that shit home. That shit gonna get clean. That shit gonna get filleted or steaked, however the fuck you want to be, and that shit gonna get ate for sure. There's some spots I'd have been to, I done caught some nice size ones. I would never cook that shit though. But yeah, it's a good. If you going with somebody, it's a good time to conversate. I want to eventually uh, shoot some, you know, while I'm fishing out somewhere, you know, one of these days. You know, hopefully I can get that, do a smoke buddies while I'm out fishing and shit. That'd be dope, but man, just you and your chair, you know, I line my poles up. I got the little bell on the end of my shit to let me know if I get a hit. I got my music playing low. You know, I got my playlist made with unlimited hits. And I'm sitting back chilling. I don't worry about no phone. That's a no no. You don't worry about that phone. Put that motherfucker on do not disturb and enjoy yourself, man. You got to, man, because that's man. Like I said, a mental massage, man. You can sit up there and just look at your whole life while you out there and just do some heavy, deep thinking, man. You know, because I think at some point we all need to find ourselves. You know, sometimes we get carried away with helping others. It's natural. You know, you know it's in some of us. You know what I'm saying, to help. You know, and sometimes that should be overwhelming. You know, to the point where you know you need help and you don't even know how to ask because you spend so much time trying to, you know, be the strong person for everybody else. You know, and then when it's time for somebody to stand up for you, you might not have that. You know, and I think that just be a start to depression and shit like that when you put so much into the earth and you ain't receiving it back. That's rough. So at some point you need to find yourself, man. I almost went through depression. Like through I think I went through that shit. You know, I had reached a point where I'm like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? I definitely had to reevaluate some shit, reprioritize my shit, and get on my shit and not worry about everybody else. And when you do that, people gonna fall off, because if you're not useful to them, you know, they don't got no use for you. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't coming through, you ain't doing this and doing that. Then you got some people that's gonna hang in there. I'm cool with the few people that I got, that fuck with me, so that's cool. I lost a lot along the way, but that's straight. I take that. Um, I take a peace of mind over, the fuck shit any day. But fishing is what I did. I bring the fishing up and call it a mental massage because that's what I went and did when my back was against the wall and I didn't know what the fuck was going on. I needed to figure some shit out. I just started going fishing by myself, and catch a few fish here, catch some there. Sometimes you might go to a spot you don't catch shit, but it's always the next time. So I just like the idea of throwing a thin line out there with a hook with a single piece of something on there and to catch a fish. I think that's raw. And then you catch you some big fish that's worthy of taking some pictures. I took a few pictures with some nice sized catfish that I was proud of. Especially for fishing off the dock. I be watching a few people on my Instagram and they be going crazy. They be having all these different type of baits. I'm not into it like that, but man, I go out there with the usual. Like I said, I like that shit bait. Catfish like that nasty shit. Throw some nice sunny shit bait out there. A worm. A worm always work. This motherfucker kicking my ass too. A worm always work. And sometimes shrimp. I did caught some shit off shrimp, man. I caught a big ass fucking carp. I hate carp. Them motherfuckers, I hate catching them fat little motherfuckers, man. I caught a humongous one that was worthy of a picture, man. And I just do not like catching carp. Catfish me. That's what I like. A nice size catfish any day. Clean looking. Some of them catfish people be showing, man, them motherfuckers look like they did walk through the valley of death or some shit, man. Because you ain't supposed to take a picture of all catches. Some of them motherfuckers be looking like they got skin disease. Subscribe to the channel, share my channel, man. Trying to get to 1,000 subscribers, man. Really trying to put my foot on the gas and drive the views up, drive the subscribers up, man. Cause we ain't doing nothing but kicking it, man. Quick 30-minute sesh with some infused shit ain't never hurt nobody, man. It's only tobacco and it's only for educational purposes anyway, man. Make sure you look on the link in the description. It'll take you to Outlast Apparel, man. If you don't smoke, you can grab you a candle, light you a candle while you watch the episode. Grab you a nice little comfortable hoodie or a blanket or a hat. You know what I'm saying? Outlast Apparel. There's also some Smoke Buddies merch on there. But Outlast is my brand. Overcoming all obstacles, man. That's what it's all about. That's what you got to do to make it through life. You got to overcome all obstacles. That's all my pops used to tell when I was young, man. Like, as long as you just stay consistent and overcome all obstacles, you'll be okay, young man. And so far, so good. He was right. You got to get over them hurdles, man. You can't let shit hold you back. Can't let nobody hold you back. And like I said, if you don't know the answer, it's always cool to find yourself, get with yourself sometime, man. Self love is the best, man. Taking care of yourself, making sure you straight. I know motherfuckers like making other people happy and making sure they straight, but make sure yourself straight before anything. Let them call you selfish. Shit. Fuck that. You know what I'm saying? Look out for yourself. At the end of the day, you got to hold yourself down because there's only gonna be one person in the casket when you go. You got to hold yourself down. Let me know, man, some places y'all been fishing. I'd have been to Indiana. I'd have been to Wisconsin, like I said, all over Illinois. Let me know some good places y'all have been to around the United States that got some good fishing. Preferably not in a boat. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't fucking with no boat. You know, somewhere I could just walk out there off the bank. You know what I'm saying? Let me know what type of baits y'all use. This motherfucker fire. Mafia funeral, man. This motherfucker fire, man. All day. Black got that slammer. He coming through with that slammer. That's gonna be next. I got Devin falling through too. Every time me and Lil Devin talk, we always talk about music because he a rapper, but this time we just gonna be talking about strictly smoking because that boy be smoking. He done came a long way. Lil Devin is funny because he was one of my haters back in the day. They used to be like, you smoke weed, you smoke dope. You know what I'm saying? We was accused of being dope fiends for so long by the outside world. Oh, he's a dope head. He's high. You know, they used to think of motherfucker was a dope fiend all the time. Shit medicine. They making gazillions off this shit right now. But I'd have been to jail for this shit. You know what I'm saying? Now they making gazillions. I feel like they owe me some money or something. And I feel like I would be one of the best workers. I need to be everybody that went to jail for marijuana should have an automatic job in that industry if they want it. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers should not be without a job. Motherfuckers, especially the street hustlers and all that. Like how you don't feel like we supposed to be up there and pay a decent price. Don't be paying no minimum wage ass shit. Pay a motherfucker a decent price to be a bud tender. We should be first in line. It's people that's bud tenders that don't even like weed. And no diss to the bud tenders. I love y'all. You know what I'm saying? But it's some bud tenders out there that don't even smoke weed. What the fuck is they doing being a bud tender? I supposed to be there. You supposed to be there. Why are they there in that position and don't even know what the fuck they talking about? I don't know. I can't wait for that slammer though. When we smoke this slammer, we're gonna see if this slammer is blowing harder than that honey hole by Wojo. That slammer, like we said, we went to do it before, but we had an emergency, so we had to cut, and we didn't get a chance to finish it. But this time we will get a chance to finish it. That's coming up next. That's the next show. We'll talk about all the shit that's been going on. George Foreman, you know what I'm saying? Rest in peace. The all the people they done snatched up on these RICO charges and these murders. And we're gonna talk about all that right on the next show. I just wanted to chop it up with y'all about just a way to, get that mental massage, man. If you've never done it before, just go fishing sometimes, man. Do some thinking. Take your girl, take one of your homies or something, or go dolo. Sit out there, goddamn. You could take a little barbecue grill. You could take your cool out there. You know what I'm saying? You can make some sandwiches, make a day of it. You know what I'm saying? It's a chill experience, man. And you fuck around to catch something nice, but even if you're not catching nothing, it's just a cool experience just to sit out there. The water is relaxing. You know, the breeze is nice. The smokes be smoking. Shit. Mental massage, man. Shirts coming soon too. Mental massage shirts, man. Cause hey, that's what we be needing. I'm saying, like, regular massage be good. Don't get me wrong, good for the muscles and shit. Keep you Gucci. But ain't nothing like that mental massage, that cleansing. Ain't nothing wrong with going back to the drawing board, man. I done been back to that motherfucker about 4 times. Shit just don't be working, but you just gotta stay working, stay consistent. Like, man, I'm trying to go crazy off the YouTube. I'm trying to go crazy on the clothes. But until that take off, I got to keep punching that clock, man. I'm not gonna stop punching that clock because these bills, they don't stop. Them motherfuckers coming every month with a vengeance. Ain't no off months for them motherfuckers. It'll never be no, we you straight this month. We just gonna get at you next month. Never. Them people want their money. So shit, we gotta stay down until we come up. Y'all know what it is. I appreciate y'all joining me for another episode of Smoke Buddy Smokecast, man. Make sure y'all click the link in the description. Follow me on Instagram. Follow me on X. Uh, check out Outlast Apparel, man. Check that out. Overcoming all obstacles. Until the next time, stay high, my friends.
Smoke buddies, smoke buddies, smoke buddies.